Welcome to the SB4Q News in the SB4Q News station. Look at it in all its majesty. Look at us. Look at us go.
I'm doing great.
Here we are. We've definitely done this before.
Yeah. Let's get in the news for the month of... What month are we in?
October.
This
is the State of Play, the broadcast that came on Tuesday, September 24th for Sony.
We live streamed if you'd like to go back and watch this all in its entirety.
There is content of us doing it. Me fresh running in the door from work holding a toddler.
Yeah. Multitasking.
Streaming the State of Play. But to start off, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge gets 2 more characters in Radical Reptiles DLC. So for those still playing that or want to return to it, got even more DLC. Personally, I'm ready for Shredder's Revenge 2. Shredder gets more revenge. Yeah, that's our first story.
Next up, the dark fantasy adventure The Midnight Walk flares up on PS5, PSVR 2 in spring. I don't remember what that looks like. I'm sure it's happening on screen right now.
I'm sure it is.
Look how lovely it is.
Our editor is amazing. Fantasian Neo Dimension starts a new JRPG adventure on PS5 and PS4 in December, if there wasn't already enough of those.
Movie Shadow is coming to Sonic X Shadow Dimensions Generation, some sort of time period in December as DLC on PS5, which is going to have Keanu as the actual voice actor in the game as well.
That's pretty cool.
I made a really stupid comment on stream regarding that, about Keanu being in a video game. I was like, man, he hasn't been in a video game in a while, has he? Oh, wait, Cyberpunk.
Yeah, there we go.
So, go check that out. Next up.
MMO sequel ArcAge 2, renamed ArcAge Chronicles, is coming to PS5 in 2025.
After that, the PS1 horror game
Fear the Spotlight
hits PS5 and PS4 next month. That one looked really cool. I liked it. Was that the one with the person that's looks like the Spot from Spider-Verse?
Yes, I think that is that one.
That was a good one. I like the look of that trailer. I can read the rest of them now, so this is gonna be great.
Great. We're smooth. We're gonna be smooth from this point on.
Hell yeah.
Until we get to the next news thing.
Yeah.
Surreal Adventure Hell Is Us debuts otherworldly gameplay on PS5. That looked cool too. That was one of their really good looking ones.
Hell yeah. Capcom's iconic PS1 survival horror Dino Crisis coming to PS5 and PS4 soon.
BioWare battles dungeons in lengthy Dragon Age the Veilguard Mage gameplay.
Yeah,
so we got more of Dragon Age. It was.
I remember sitting there through it and I was like, is this going to end anytime soon?
It was on the screen for a while, but Dragon Age was a big deal this year, especially at the top of the year, so I could see why they're getting a lot of screen time.
For sure. Next up, Dynasty Warriors Origin unleashes chaos on PS5 in January 2025.
More Dynasty Warriors. Soul Reaver 1 and 2 remastered is real. Reborn on PS5 and PS4 in December. And the reason this is real is because this was pretty much rumored out the ass for months. Mm-hmm. So good to see that it's actually here. Soul Reaver games were super dope during the PS2 era. I used to really love those games. So check them out if you never played them. I might dip back in. I might get it on because it's releasing not only on PS5 and PS4, but it's also going to be on Steam.
Oh, hell yeah. So I've never played them before, so I might check it out. Next up, ironically, and this was maybe a day or two after the news of them getting sued came out.
Which we will get to because that is in this.
It is in this, but Palworld was announced for PS5 and it was out the same day of the State of Play.
Yes.
Which makes sense because they're probably trying to get as much money as they can for their upcoming legal debacle.
Yeah, they're gonna
Next up.
Lunar Remastered Collection revives 2 classic 90s JRPGs on PS5, PS4 coming in spring 2025. I remember those games. They used to be on PS1. Just some top-down JRPG. So if you're into that, check it out.
Next after that, the acclaimed action RPG Nier Automata invades Stellar Blade in PS5 DLC coming soon. Looks like there's going to be a skin and then also a level based around it.
That's what it seemed like. So, I don't remember I have to go back and check.
Or it's just a skin, because that could also be the case.
Yeah.
that's the day and age we live in, where DLC is just a singular skin.
Monster Hunter Wilds revealed its February 2025 release date on PS5. The next big Monster Hunter game's coming out. I'm sure there'll be a lot of people jumping on that.
Yeah.
We're not Monster Hunter guys per se, but for a Monster Hunter game, this looks great. Looks cool. Looks good. So all you Monster Hunter people, jump on it.
So
it's already 10 out of 10.
Hell yeah. Next up, there's a new Fortnite special DualSense PS5 controller that is out now. I think I saw this one. It looks like a banana. Or no, I thought it was a banana. No, the banana guy's on
it, but it's a blue controller.
But it's blue. I kind of like it, but I'm also not going to buy another controller because I was going to buy the Astrobot one, and I didn't do that either.
I thought about that, and I really had to talk myself off the ledge.
Yeah.
Buying that. As much as I want it.
I want it, but I'm loving the Spider-Man 2 one. That's gonna be my controller of the year. At the end of I made it a point to exclusively use that controller because at the end of the year there's the breakdown.
Yeah.
That they send you like Spotify. I wanted to show that controller, the Spider-Man controller.
I was using that controller recently while playing Astrobot. Ironically,
I haven't touched Astrobot yet. Sadly, we'll get into that.
We will. The Chroma Collection brings 3 snazzy PS5 DualSense colors this winter. They look like really cool chrome PS5 controllers, so be on the lookout for those.
Next after that, the PS5 Pro was flexing its muscle in a montage trailer that still showed us that it's not necessary and it's really not going to be that big of a deal to get the PS5 Pro.
$699.99 for those interested.
Not worth it. You don't need no racing stripes on your PS5. You can just get the regular one. It's fine.
The regular one has racing stripes now.
Yeah, true.
It's just funny. Lego Horizon Adventures builds the hype for November release on PS5 and Switch.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to that game, but I still am unsure of why it exists. You know? Like, I'm not against it being a thing, but I said it on stream the other day when we were playing a really dumb game that I'll talk about, and this is what we played this week. But it's the same level of why does this exist as the Pharrell Williams Lego movie that's coming out.
That's cool to me, though, the Pharrell movie.
Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm not against it. I have no hate towards it. But why? Like, why is it a thing and why is it happening? Same thing for Lego Horizon. Why?
They had some old interview with Pharrell where he said if he ever had to do a biopic, he would want it in Legos, and I guess it actually happened. But that's like...
But why, though?
Pharrell style. He's always been like this quirky-ass producer.
Yeah.
So if anyone was going to do that, of course it was going to be him.
A quirky-ass producer, too. Yeah. Other than that, next up, The Last of Us Part 1 is coming to PS Plus Extra and Premium this month, so the remastered version. If you want to play that and you have the snazzy extra paid versions of PS Plus, you can get that for free. Well, I mean, not free, but you know.
No, you're paying for it.
Yeah.
Astrobot's free DLC adds speedrun levels, new VIP robots, in a fall 2024 update. So Astrobot is getting some DLC.
I was kind of shocked to see that they were getting DLC so quick, but honestly, it was probably just stuff that wasn't finished in time for the main game.
Well, the rumor was that initially Astrobot was going to be the pack-in game for the PS5 Pro, which would have made sense, seeing as how it was the pack-in for the PS5 was Astrobot's Playroom.
They could still do it.
They didn't do it because they knew, this is hearsay, obviously, they knew they could make money by just selling the game itself.
They weren't wrong.
Yeah.
It's a very Nintendo thing for them to do. Next up, moving on, Horizon Zero Dawn Remastered PS5 is official, and it's out 31st of October with a $10 PS4 to PS5 upgrade. So, I don't know if I'll be doing it.
I'm not going back to that.
I think I'm kind of done with the Horizon Zero Dawn. I'd play the sequel again. Because they actually upgraded the melee capabilities and whatnot, and it wasn't exclusively the bow and arrow. But with just the bow and arrow, I had a rough time in that game, to say the least. And I liked the adaptability of the sequel a little bit more so. But I won't be getting this upgrade, but I know a lot of people that will be, so I'm looking forward to it.
If you never played Horizon Zero Dawn or never got around and beaten it or whatever the case may be, $10 to upgrade is not a bad choice if you got it. Just go buy a used, if you don't even have it, go buy a used PS4 one from like GameStop.
For like $10.
For nothing, and then pay $10 to upgrade it.
Hell yeah, that's the right choice.
And finally, the heavy hitter of the state of play, Ghost of, is it Yotei?
I think it's Yotei.
Yotei. Ghost of Yotei is the Ghost of Tsushima sequel we needed, slashing onto PS5 in 2025. This has been a highly sought after sequel. I know I don't have to tell you that. And it looks amazing. Honestly, it looks great.
I love the look of it. I like the idea of not sticking with the original character and moving on from him. In fact, I think it's like 100 years plus past like the timeline.
Long ass time.
So like it's the ghost is a ghost in this game.
For real.
So that's going to be a thing. But Erika Ishii is taking over the role of the main character in this game, and it looks really fucking cool.
It does.
So far. And I will be playing this, getting it day one, no doubt about it. Yeah.
It looks amazing.
State of play was pretty good.
It was.
Overall, I'd say.
A lot, even some of the things they announced, I would expect to wait for like the showcase that they have before. For a state of play, this was a pretty banger state of play.
For sure.
We're used to seeing just like updates and small announcements on a state of play, if it's not solely based on one game. You know what I mean? So this is a pretty good state of play.
A lot of disappointed fans in the chat clamoring for the Spider-Man 2 DLC that just is not.
I don't think that's happening at this point.
I mean, I wouldn't doubt it. The entirety of their DLC plan was leaked a while ago, if you remember that video we did about it. But, I mean, it'd be kind of crazy for them to just get rid of it, just because it was leaked. I mean, they had to have worked on some of it, you know?
I would assume they worked on some of it, but I don't know. The only thing we saw actual footage of was the online mode, the multiplayer that they teased, and we actually saw footage of that, but everything else was just
that roadmap.
The roadmap. I don't know, man. And honestly, I think they might have passed their, like, it's Spider-Man and it's PlayStation. So whenever they announce it, people will go play it. But the time where it was time to announce that, when the hype was there, is past.
Unless it's going to be like some big ass DLC type shit where like they just release all of it at once. Instead of like how they did before, it was like released in 3 separate times and shit.
Yeah.
I could see them if they were just like, here it is.
Right.
The DLC for all the season or whatever. Then maybe it makes sense to wait this long, but I mean, they're not gonna, and it's gonna be episodic and come out at some point probably, but I want it now.
And I want it now.
It's mine, Spider-Man, and I need it now.
Hey, thank you for watching this video. There's more where that came from.
Yes, there is. And if you want to see a video just like the one you just watched, you can click up here for that. Or if you want a video that YouTube recommended just for your nerdy gamer person self, you can click right here on that video right there. And you can like, follow, subscribe, leave a comment on anything that you like.
All that good stuff.
All of it. And you can always remember to save before quitting.